Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anil and today we will learn about the composer. So actually I am just preparing for a new series on the Laravel 8, but then I thought that I need to make a video on the composer because many beginners guys don't know about composer, and if they know, they just know that this is required for the Laravel. They don't know the actual use of it, right? So we will learn that what is the actual use of it and how it's actually work. So these are the 4 points of this video. What is composer, then why we need it, how we can install composer, and where we should have to use it and where we have to avoid it, right? So the first question is, what is the composer? This is basically a dependency manager of the PHP. So what is the meaning of the dependencies, right? So sometime when you just using the PHP frameworks like Zen or Laravel, then we need to download some dependencies for these framework, right? So for example, I'm just going to show you, this is my Laravel project, and here you can see that, okay, just go to the composer.json file, right? So here you can see that in the Laravel project we have some requirements like PHP proxy. These are the actually the GitHub account name, so these are the package name: proxy, Laravel cores, casuals, framework, tinner, faker, and much more, right? So we need them. So if we don't have the composer, we just need to download them and we have to just attach them manually, right? But this is not a good practice when we have the option in composer, right? So composer, what actually will do, the Laravel just make a file composer.json and put the all dependencies it here, right? And they just run one command, composer update. Then what is actually do, it will just install the everything in the vendor folder, right? And Laravel just load these things automatically in our project, right? With this autoload.php file, right? So what is the basically benefit of it? We don't need to just install the dependencies manually. Every dependency is installed by the composer automatically in the vendor folder when we just define on here, right? So these are the dependencies which is just mentioned by the Laravel. So sometimes we also need some dependencies, like we just want to use the Laravel UI package here. Sometimes we need the UUID package like this, right? Laravel UUID. And sometimes we just need to some converter like HTML to PDF and HTML to Excel and all, right? That time we just need to run one command, composer required, and our package name, right, which is dependency. You can say that the dependency name. And now what actually it will do, it will just download this project this package inside the vendor folder so that we can use it, and then just add the logs here or just mention it here, right, with the version name, and we can just simply use it. And the reason why just is it mentioned in the composer.json file is that when, so maybe you are also working on the same project and some other developer also working with the same project, right? So it will just mention the version name and the package name here, and when they guys just using on the just doing on the same work on the same project, they will just use the one command, composer update, and this dependency is also again installed in the those vendor folder, those machines vendor folder also, right? That's why this is a very useful package. So now let's see that how we can just install it. So just right here, composer, go to the first link, and here you can just find, there is a very simple website, and this is the official logo which I just mentioned here. So right, both are the different logo. That's nice. Okay, so it actually changing the color every time, right? Wow, that's great. All right, so there is some options like getting started, download, documentation, and all. So let's jump on the download. And even I already downloaded this, but still I will just again download. So there is a two option for the download. You can just do it with the command line, and the another option is for just go for the manual download. I'll recommend you to do the download with the command line, right? So even if you are using the Mac, Windows, or the Ubuntu, it's don't any difference. so you can just do it anywhere. So I'm just going to show that I already installed this composer in my system. You can check on the root folder. If I just go on the dashboard, and again I'm just going to check the composer, then this is also installed here. Here you can see that, right? And if I just go to the like any React Qt folder, and again I'm just going to check the composer. This is again working here. That means this is also installed globally, like you downloaded a VLC player and you can use it any folder, like you have the songs in the movies folder and XYZ folder, wherever, then you can just use the VLC player anywhere, because this is installed globally. Same thing with the composer is also installed globally, and you don't need to put it inside a specific folder and just install and download it for a specific folder, right? So now just remove it and just go to the any folder for download. My bad. And just simply copy this command from here to here. These are the same commands for every operating system, and from with the first command we are actually copy the setup of the composer, and the second command will actually verify the installer, right? So just paste it again, and it will just very quick command, and it will just tell that verified, right? And third command is basically used for just run the setup, right? And the last one command for uninstall, but we don't need to uninstall it, that's why we don't running it, right? So here you can see that this is working fine. Just use it composer here, working fine. Sometime composer it will tell that command is not found, so just you have to do it one thing, that just close the command line and open again and just run it, right? That's great. So now you just go the 3 points for the last point. So where should we use the composer? So when you are using any modern framework like Zen, Kick PHP and Laravel, then you must have to use the composer. But when you are working on a very small project and in the core PHP, then you don't need to just install the composer, because that time the composer file and vendor folder are kind of a load, right? We don't need them actually, so we can just ignore these things now when we have a very small project and we don't need any external dependencies and external package like these, right? So otherwise most of the time we need them when we are using the Laravel and all, then we just need to use the composer, right? So thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe my channel, and if you have any query, please ask me in the comment box.